Hello. Good afternoon, children. Welcome in our civics class. So we are going to start a new chapter of class 10 civics, chapter 7, that is outcomes of democracy, as you can see in the board. In this chapter, children, we are going to study different or various aspects of democracy. People's needs and aspirations, and what are the thinking of common people with respect to democracy, and what is the need of democracy. As you can see in this chapter, children, as the heading, outcomes of democracy. Okay, now here we will also study that how can we assess the outcomes of democracy. While children in class 9, you have already studied about democracy in a broader dimension. What is democracy and why democracy? That chapter. Now this is the last chapter of democracy. That means the full or the whole summary of the chapter. Democracy. Now here the outcomes of democracy. The analysis of democracy, what is right and what is wrong. This thing we are going to assess. Next, children, direct and guaranteed questions comes from this chapter. Okay, so this chapter is very important and we are going to study or discuss all the subtopics of this chapter. As you can see, it's given over here written the various aspects of democracy. Okay, democracy as a whole means in respect or perspective to democracy. And next we'll study here accountable and responsive and legitimate government. Okay, this thing also we will study, that what is meant by accountable, responsive and legitimate government. Clear? And next point is means the next subtopic, economic growth and development. Okay, that means in respect to inequality and poverty, that means how to reduce inequality and poverty in a democracy. Okay, that is in a democratic country. How do we reduce it? So these things also we are going to study in a broader dimension. And next subtopic is accommodation of social diversity. Now, as we find division in a society, diversity in a society, that is which is already determined by different caste, religion, class, creed, etc. This thing we find in a society. So social diversity, it's called social diversity. It's already, present. We find it in a society. It's quite obvious. But in a democratic country, we have to live together. So that is known as accommodation. How we can accommodate the social diversity. Okay, in spite of this social division, how we can live together, how we can accommodate together. Okay, so this is another topic. Now the last subtopic is dignity and freedom. That means respect and honor, as you know very well, and freedom means independence, okay, of the citizens. Now here we will study that what type of freedom and dignity people are getting in a democratic country and what it should be. Now this is the basic introduction, children. This is the basic introduction of this chapter, outcomes of democracy. And in the next video, we will discuss each subtopic one by one. Okay, and this is just a introductory part which I have discussed with you, that what we are going to study in this chapter. So all the subtopic we are going to discuss one by one. So children, thank you for watching. Study well and keep tuned. Thank you everyone.